University of the Free State, and I'll be honored if I get hired as a candidate attorney. I chose to study law because it provides a platform to explore many aspects of life and develop a range of skills. Hello guys, my name is Patricia Chikanda. I'm a law graduate and welcome to my YouTube channel. You know, after I graduated with my LLB, I thought, dang girl, I have arrived. But little did I know that reality was going to strike me on the face. Shoo. So, you know, you start applying for articles and, you know, first days you're motivated, but you're applying at these law firms that are saying, if you don't hear from us within 2 weeks, just know that your application was rejected. Then it's 6 months down the line, no one is responded. You try all the tactics of going at their doorsteps, leaving your CVs and whatnot, then you know what? The same responses. So then you get to a point where you start questioning whether you studying law was even worth it. Like, do you understand how much we will be waiting to start earning our monies? You know, you have this whole title of being a lawyer, yet at the same time, you ain't got no job. So do we give up or what? You know what? Anyway, this episode is going to be unveiling some of the other options that we actually have if we find ourselves stuck and can't secure articles of clerkship. In fact, I'm going to talk a little bit about ways to actually secure articles of clerkship and also other options available to us. So I don't want you to give up, guys, because you have so many options than you can imagine. You are not stuck. You just need to think through. And thank you for coming on this channel, because I'm sure at the end of it, you will find your way out. You'll find other options to consider. So in no particular order, I have on my list for about 14 plus options that are available to us as law students. I mean law graduates. I'm a graduate. It hasn't kicked in that I graduated. Guys, in no particular order, let me just hook you up with some of these options available. You know, first of all, I have something that wowed me. This blew me away, guys. It's like, what? I didn't even know this exists. Did you know that there's something called lawyers for the army? Yeah, I bet you didn't know. So basically, the army, they have their own community. So whatever happens at the army, their issues are handled by lawyers appointed or employed at the army to be their lawyers. Say a soldier did something and their matter has to be handled like we do when workers need to use the CCMA. They have their own kind of boards like that at the army. So basically, they employ law graduates or lawyers who did LLB into the army. So in their community, it's actually almost the same as ours. They really actually have their own courts, law clinics, law societies. But the advantage of that is that they actually employ us. So we have a whole lot of another community we can go and find jobs at. You understand? So you could actually apply there and become an attorney. You could become a compliance officer. You could become anything really that you want, that you can make use of your LLB with. Anyway, next on my list, guys, is the pupillage. This one, then, it's actually a good one if you can afford. You basically go and shadow an advocate for an entire year. From there, you write your board exams, then you get admitted as an advocate. Most people don't choose this route because it's rather not possible for them, because you do not get paid when you're doing this, unless if you actually find an advocate who's extremely rich and was willing to pay you monthly salary. But that's actually an option to consider if you can afford to. Next on my list, guys, I have the option to go to law school. Yeah, well, it's no longer an option because with the new Legal Practice Act, all law graduates are now compulsorily required to take practical legal training, and you have to enroll at a law school for 6 months. So whilst you feel stuck at home, my advice to you would be go for law school. At least then you have one of the requirements to be admitted in order already. So they have 2 intakes all year round. So you can either enroll for the first intake, which starts in January, or for the second intake, which starts end of June. For their applications usually open August and they close in October for the first intake, and then for the second intake they're actually closing on the 12th of February. So guys, please don't feel stuck, don't feel like you got nothing to do. Apply for law school. It's going for about 15,500 rands if I'm not mistaken, and you can just give them a call and tell them you want to enroll, then they can help you out. Okay, following, I have the option for you to consider, which is the Aspirant National Prosecuting Authority program. This is a program set up to train those candidates who aspire to be prosecutors. So you go for a 1-year program as an aspirant prosecutor, you'll be getting paid handsomely. So for the past 5 years, this program had been stopped because the government could not afford employing more people. There was lack of funds. Lucky enough, they opened the program last year and people managed to apply and get jobs. Rumors has it that this year there will be sending out invitation for applications. So please do subscribe and like this video. As soon as I get the information when the programs are open for application, I will hook you up with that detail. So you should subscribe and like this channel. As soon as I get information on when they will be opening the next intake, I will definitely come here and upload a video on where to find the information, how to apply and whatnot. Also on my list, I have the option to apply for a job at a law faculty, at any law faculty. Guys, there are so many job opportunities that you can go for at a law faculty using your LLB degree. You could either become a researcher at a university. You know what researchers do, right? You could choose to become a researcher for the legal, for public law, or for private law, depending on what you're comfortable with. You could also apply to become an assistant to a lecturer. Yes, that's an option that's better than staying at home and stuck feeling sad for yourself. You could also consider applying for tutoring jobs. They do take law graduates. If you go on any university website, there is always that bar at the corner, far corner, where it's written jobs. Go there, click at whatever university website. There are options for vacancies. Apply, guys, apply. We shouldn't all just wait to secure articles. What happens if we don't secure them? Remember, these days they are asking you to have your own car or own transport. So find other options. Okay, anyway, next you could consider applying for a job as a compliance officer. Basically, a compliance officer is someone who works for a particular company or is hired to do that particular job to just check if a certain organization or company is following all the required legal steps. So that will be your job, and you just need to have your LLB degree. You can do that. You've been doing all this interpretation of terms and whatnot. So I think you should consider that too. Next, you could actually apply or find a job as a personal assistant to the judge. Guys, I think it's so cool. So in fact, with the judge, you can either apply to be a personal assistant, a clerk for the judge, or a researcher for the judge. All of them do different kinds of jobs, but you'll be working next to the judge. Imagine if you were to work for Moheng, guys. Damn, like, what? I would want that. Anyway, moving on, you could also consider becoming an in-house counsel. Organizations like banks do that. They don't wait for when there is a problem to go and look for lawyers. They already have their lawyers within. So basically what they call you is that you're an in-house counsel. And a lot of banks do send out invitations, so you should or not just look for jobs at law firms. Have a look out at these other banks and organizations. They usually need an in-house counsel. Also on my list is a legal assistant. That one I'm not gonna be expurgating anything because I know it's an obvious case to you. You know what a legal assistant is. Further on, we have an option to do your masters, guys. Thing is, don't stay at home stuck, not doing anything and just watch time move. It's not worth it. Apply for that master's program. Do your masters, and at the end of the day, if the year goes by and you haven't secured articles, you have a master's degree acquired. So that's something you should actually consider. And these days you can even do it online. So if you then happen to be lucky enough to secure your articles, you will do your master's online. So it won't stop you. Also on my list is the option to be an interpreter at court, at any court really. So all they need is for you to understand English and a second language. You just have to produce proof that you know these languages, be it your matric certificate or plus when you have your LLB. Who has more chances of getting this job when you actually can interpret legal terms, and it's in court after all. So guys, this is it from me for today. I'll be coming with more options on my next episode, and also I'll be talking in depth about the Aspirant National Prosecuting Authority and when you guys can apply and who qualifies and all the other questions that you guys might have. So please do subscribe and like this video so that next time when I upload a video, you'll be the first to see it and you'll be the first to apply for those job vacancies. Oh, before I forgot, there's actually another option which I will be revealing to you in depth on my next episode, and this is about the program that if you want to apply for articles you should consider. You are given a form to submit to a law firm. They offer you articles of clerkship, and from there they don't have to pay you your salary. You get paid by the government. So all they need is to sign you for articles, that's all. I'll be hooking you up with such information on my next episode. Please do subscribe. See you soon. Bye.